Gira Gira Soul, haven't you joined the Sunflower Club yet? You're missing out there. I make exclusive predictions that'll knock you off your chair, really hot, spicy ones. Everyone who subscribes to the Sunflower Club gets a 20% discount on everything that Cigano offers. 20% off on consultations and yes, priority scheduling, 20% off on signature analysis and on light mandalas. And you have access to another ritual that I only do for those who are part of the Sunflower Club. No censorship, no ads. And you really stay ahead of predictions in Brazil and around the world. So, I'll be waiting for you in the Sunflower Club, and you really will be surprised. Yes. Oh, hello, sunflowers, all the light in the world, the peace and blessing of Saint Sarah and of all of us gypsies. Look here, Sulamita Gypsy Light, official, this Thursday, June 4th, 2026, bringing you the predictions you ask for. And you know, this channel is ours. The most requested and most liked comments always make it on air. It might take a little while, but they always make it. And of course, thank you so much for allowing me into your home. Thank you so much to each of you who leaves your like here, who leaves your constructive criticism, your suggestions for videos. To each of you who helped us through this QR code, to our more than 100 rescued animals, to each of you who shares the videos of Cigana and helps this channel grow more and more every day, reaching more and more people on the path to truth and light. And you asked for it a long time ago, but I was waiting for the right moment, and I even took advantage of it. Today I'm wearing green, green for hope. Our towel fan club, right? With our gypsy symbol, it's everything, right? Let's go today. Yes, let's go today. I'm absolutely sure we're going to make a prediction about Lulis and Flávio. And so as not to cause any trouble for the gypsy, you know, I've already made this prediction. Look, over at the Generations Club, but there I don't need to be censored. There are no YouTube ads because it's not YouTube, right? Well, everyone already knows by heart that over at the Generations Club, I bring hot content that I can't even think about bringing here, but I will bring it. Of course, I'm going to make that prediction. Who has a chance, right, of becoming president? But so we don't have problems here on the channel, they're going to take down the gypsies video once again. I'm going to say L1. Oh? O Flávio. Him? No. So you got it, right? So you can understand better and also not cause any problems for the gypsy. So based on the energy we're in today, on this June 4th, what does spirituality show us? Who is going to get there? Who will be the new president in 2026? With your permission, let's go ahead with my favorite decks. Our Mother Santa Sarah's deck and my deck, right? Which is the Sunflowers deck. I asked the mentors of light to use me as an instrument through this gypsy deck to bring accurate and objective predictions and revelations. What are the prospects for the new president of Brazil in 2026? Oh, Flávio Bolsonaro, please use me as an instrument. So it is, so it shall be. Thank God. Opcha. I didn't channel any energy, not even Flávio's energy. No, I channeled the energy of Brazil. Let's go. Oh, it's already frozen. Yeah, when we channel, who runs Brazil now, right? So naturally, a bit of that person's energy comes through. Thankfully, it's only a little, right? Otherwise, the gypsy suffers. I asked the spirit guides of light to use me as an instrument as well through this gypsy deck. To bring predictions, oops, one fell out. Two fell out, so they'll stay in the spread center. Accurate and objective predictions. Who will be the new president in 2026? Wow. Bye. Please, use me as an instrument. Let me turn around because I can't see the cards yet. So it is, so it will be. Thank God. Bye. Wow, actually a lot came out here. No, that's right. This is for cutting. Hold it, Cigana. Wake up. Now, just one, right? Considering that two fell, right? And it wasn't because Cigana was careless, it's just that they simply jumped out of my hand. And you know when the card jumps out of Cigana's hand, it's because that's what the spirits want. I'm just here to be the messenger. Let's go. Of course, obviously no card, whether it's from the gypsy deck or tarot, is going to show a name. Or not, it's not going to show up. What we get here, through the cards that come up, we are led to understand, obviously. That's what I say, prediction isn't like following a recipe, right? We have to understand between the lines what spirituality is also telling us. Yeah, we have to stay alert. So I'll show you the cards and together we'll find out the prospects for the new president in 2026. Okay? Let's go then. What do we have in Brazil today? In the same position. That's why I draw, shuffle, and cut in front of you, and whatever happens, there are no cuts when I'm cutting and showing the cards to you. What do we have in Brazil today? Right? We have it today in Brazil. So, check it. Interesting. This one here turns out to be the queen twice. I don't know if that's relevant. If the queen is coming as a representative of our land, which is a strong possibility, or if the queen is coming as Michelle Bolsonaro. But I'm already going to warn you, you left-wingers who come here to watch my predictions, because your favorite psychic, your astrologer, never gets the prediction right. So, you come here, right, to the channel of a right-wing gypsy, mother of, the sunflowers, to see the predictions. Accurate predictions, I'm going to tell you right now. If anything happens, okay, to Flávio, you can be sure that Michelle will step in with everything she's got. In other words, there's no way out. Okay? That's what I say. What the spiritualist, because first, I've already made a prediction about Flávio here. I've already done it with more details over at the Sunflower Club. But if something happens to him, don't think that's the end of it. We have a candidate who wins just like that, But I don't see her as the future president of Brazil, okay? I see her now taking care of her husband, right? Even giving him some time, for taking care of her husband. I would do the same if I were in her place. However, these cards of the lady also represent our land. Like the house of the heart represents the sunflowers, right? Sunflowers together with our land. Sunflowers. Care. Sunflowers. I have to choose the words, right? We were, of course we really were. To have today as president. Thank you. What house is this, Sunflowers? 22. That's right. However, something happened, right? Percent of what? I don't know. Anyway. We have who we have today. But I see that everything was good. We already know that, but it's like it came out in the cards. Everything was planned so that he wouldn't come back, our beloved Bolsonaro. And it wasn't because of everything they planned. It's really, and I made a prediction. Look, year 2026, I made a prediction for you 2 years ago about this. His cycle regarding the presidency had ended. Okay, House 9, which in Kabbalistic numerology, 9 is the end of a cycle on top of House 22. We're talking about Jair Messias Bolsonaro. But he left a legacy, a legacy. I have the mountain house here. The mountain is the struggle of the people for the sake of a goal. Here are the clouds. Don't think these elections will be, peaceful. This dispute, why not? Because we know, right? The leftists, we know the so-called governor, we know the schemes, we know everything. Okay? I also made a prediction about this at the Club das Direções. Okay, so yes, we will have the House of Clouds and the mountain, periods when our nerves will be on edge. We won't be caught off guard because you've already seen the gypsy's prediction and you already know it's a period of cleansing, like I say, right? Before something good happens to us, it's very important for me to highlight this here. There are people who say, wow, everything in my life is going wrong. A series of things are happening. I got sick. I had problems with this, with that. This is a period of cleansing. Because before something good happens, since life is a wheel, sometimes we're down, other times we're up. So before the wheel turns, inevitably, if you're going to move into a new house, you have to do a good cleaning. So there is a period of cleansing. Many things will happen to put your life in order before the blessing comes to you, okay? And this will happen to us and it's already happening. But we're going to feel the intensity. We will, but I have here. The second house, the stork, always brings good news, and the house of the stars. What do these houses mean? That this time, you go there, and your vote is your vote. People who have passed away are not coming back. You understand, right? This time. Did you understand? And here I have the sickle. The sickle, it means cutting. Remember when I talked about the purge? In other words, this game is very clear, right? Enough, right, Gypsy? You got it, right? The removal of what we currently have. In other words, here each house of every good Brazilian is represented, each sunflower. And I have for you, Sunflower, even though there are fake polls, even though they try to influence many people, to discredit many people, I see every house of every Brazilian. The rider bringing the good news to the administration of this land. Because I see freedom for real people, for patriotic people. I see freedom, which is the birds, and I see happiness. Are you sure, Gypsy? The house of the card. In both games. The house of the card means something new for Brazil. The house of the card means happiness, happiness. The house of the card means the wheel turning. Do I need to tell you who wins the elections, or have you already figured it out? Because for those who understand, a hint is enough. Of course. Let's pull a few more cards on these situations very delicately, with lots of detail, little details from the Generations Club. That's why I invite you to subscribe to the club, okay? Club subscribers already knew today's forecast, right? Many things I didn't mention here were discussed there, and you know I can't share them here, but it's obvious. The news, the sight, the cut, the news for our Brazil. So, don't let them underestimate your intelligence. Don't let them make you upset. Because those who watch Cigana's predictions know what's going to happen. So, let's keep united, because there will be a celebration at your house very soon, okay? Well, these were our predictions for today. Thank you so much once again. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Please leave your like here as a thank you. And when we give blessings, wonderful things happen to us, all right? And leave your suggestions here for the next videos, all right? You know, the most requested or most liked comments always get featured. I leave you all with my gypsy blessing, the protection of our Mother Saint Sarah, our patroness. May she cover each of you with her mantle. May our Almighty Father in heaven and our Master Jesus be present in your home, in your life, in your heart, and in your actions. Stay in the light. Let there be light. A kiss from this gypsy. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Hoop wopcha. Ah.